Hello guys, welcome back to another video of mine. It's been a very long time since I've sat down, just me in front of the camera on my own channel, discussing what this channel is all about. I do want to apologise for going so long without making a video. The last video I had made was, I think it was probably our third or fourth game, Chelsea match after lockdown. I think it was the preview for the West Ham game, and then after that I kind of just went off a little bit. I do really apologise for that. It's just very hard to find time to get a regular uploading schedule with work and everything else, and then also a lot of it was just down to motivation. I just didn't feel like making videos, and I wasn't really kind of, all the things that come with that. I just didn't feel like I wanted to, which was really bad on my part. But now I want to settle down, stick to a regular uploading schedule and get content out to you guys. Now, as people who have followed this channel since I've started it will know, that it is a football based channel, mainly a Chelsea based channel. I'll be doing previews, reviews for the Chelsea games all throughout the season, which is starting tonight for us. I'll get into that very shortly. But also I did want to discuss what else I'll be talking about on this channel. Now, for those of you who know me personally and are watching this, will know that I put up on my Instagram a couple of days ago that I wanted to kind of post a lot more positivity on my social media, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, anything, even YouTube. I want to try and to talk about positivity, because we're living in very uncertain times, and we've done so for the whole year really, and it's very important that people stay positive and can see the bright side in this situation, and I want to help in any way I can. Now, as I said, that can be me discussing mental health, how to deal with it, stuff like that, and then also other things that I can tie into as well. I do a podcast as well. We actually a new episode only went up yesterday where we discussed, or Saturday even, where we discussed mental health and stuff like that. So if you guys want to check that out, I will leave a link to my podcast channel down below. But yeah, I will be tying all that kind of stuff into this channel, as well as the regular football content that I do. So anyway, I just wanted to inform you guys on that, about the future of this channel and what else will be put on. But now I want to get into what the main topic of this video is. Now, as I said, the football season's back. We've had so much to catch up on since I last did a video in relation to that. So the Premier League season obviously finished. The 2019-2020 season finished about 6 weeks ago, if even. And yeah, as a Chelsea fan, I was pleased with how the Premier League season finished. We managed to secure top four, which is very, very good, getting us Champions League football with the squad that we had, inexperienced manager, inexperienced players, losing our best player in Eden Hazard, and also not being able to buy anyone. So all the odds were against us for last season, but we managed to get top four. And yeah, which is very, very good for us. Unfortunately, we did lose the FA Cup final. It just wasn't our day. Nothing went for us. Injuries, red cards, penalties, everything just went against us. So it wasn't to be in the FA Cup final, but still we had a good run in the competition. And yeah, it's a learning curve for the players. So disappointing, but it was a good run, and we'll learn from it, hopefully. So that obviously led on to the new season starting, which obviously started this weekend, but Chelsea are playing this evening. We're playing Brighton away at the Amex Stadium, which I've been looking forward to so much. Well, since the fixtures were released, really, but ever really since the end of last season. And what also gets me so pumped for this game and season is the signings that we made. We have been ruthless in the transfer market, relentless. It seems like every time I check my phone, check Sky Sports News, any of those kind of things, there's a new player that I've agreed to deal with. He's having his medical, whoever it is, and it's just great. I could reel off the players that we've signed: Ziyech, Werner, Chilwell, Thiago Silva, Kai Havertz, Malang Sarr. Also looks like Edouard Mendy is coming in, which we need a new goalkeeper. But we've just been brilliant. And I know a lot of rival fans go, "Oh, Chelsea have just throwing money at this season." Yeah, we have, but we have that money available to us. We went 2 transfer windows without spending any money. Obviously, the summer of last season, when we couldn't buy anyone, that was the first of the transfer ban that we have. We got that reduced, so it was just the one, but we didn't buy anyone in January. We didn't delve into the market to buy anyone. and we were selling players, so we have all this money. You look at the likes of I think we generated almost, or I think about 200 million from selling just Eden Hazard and Alvaro Morata. Then the likes of Mario Pasalic, I think it is, he went to Atlanta for something like 15 million as well, and that's just to name a few. So we have generated the funds. It hasn't just been taken out of Roman's back pocket and been thrown at these clubs to get their players. This is money that we have been saving up and is available for us to spend, and we are using it wisely. I think we're only like maybe a couple of million in profit. Like, we're talking single digit million, in debt. Like, really, really, like, very, very good business from Chelsea. So those signings have me very, very excited for this season. Now, talking about the game tonight, unfortunately we won't see all of the signings. Thiago Silva, I think he only started training with the squad this weekend, and it's kind of very, very soon for him to just be thrown straight into our first game of the season. So I don't think he'll feature. He might be on the bench, but I don't think he'll play. Ziyech is injured. He picked up an injury. I think Frank Lampard said it'll probably be a couple of weeks, maybe 2-3, hopefully. He picked up he picked up an injury in a friendly that we played against Brighton a couple of weeks ago, so he won't play. Ben Chilwell, another one of our signings, he's still recovering from a heel injury. Frank Lampard said he is on the mend and it won't be long before he returns, but this game just comes a bit too soon for him. And yeah, I think that's of the new signings that can play. Timo Werner will be playing, Kai Havertz will be playing, which is great to see. I'm really looking forward to seeing them two play. And also, what's very good news, I didn't mention earlier when I was talking about the FA Cup final, Christian Pulisic got what looked like a very nasty, it was a very nasty hamstring injury in that FA Cup final, as well as Azpilicueta. But both of them have recovered. They will be available for this game, which is very, very good news. And hopefully Christian Pulisic can pick up where he left off last season, because he was brilliant last season. He was, post-lockdown, I think he was probably one of the most informed players in the Premier League, and I have no kind of issue saying that, or no kind of, I don't think it's a debate really. He was one of the most informed players in the Premier League after the restart, so I'm really glad that he's fit and able to play tonight. So yeah. Brighton have made a couple of signings themselves. Probably their two main ones would probably be Joel Veltman, they signed from Ajax, and Adam Lallana, who they signed from Liverpool. Now, I think Adam Lallana could be a good buy for Brighton. I think he was just a bit out of his depth at Liverpool. Liverpool have such an array of talent that he was never going to get a look in. Even the likes of Xherdan Shaqiri, who would play in most Premier League teams, he can't get a look in either. So it's not really anything to do with Lallana's ability. It's just he was never going to get any game time at Liverpool with the attacking players that they have. But I do think he could really benefit from being at Brighton. I think he would probably kind of be their focal point to give them something different in midfield. So that is something that we have to look out for this evening. And then also Joel Veltman is there. He's a good player. Will probably help defensively. Just not tonight, please. And then they also have Ben White, who came back from a loan spell at Leeds United. He did well at Leeds, helped them get promoted. Leeds are obviously very desperate to sign him throughout the summer, but he decided to stay at Brighton, so that's another one for them. So it will be a difficult game. We have to be wary of those new signings, and also some of the players that they do have. They did cause us problems in the we played well in that friendly against them a couple of weeks ago, but they did still cause us problems. And then in the game last season, in this fixture last season, it was a 1-0 draw. They scored a worldie of an overhead kick and probably could have won the game. So it will be a difficult game, but we have to just focus on ourselves, and hopefully the new signings will hit the ground running. So leading on from that, I'm going to talk about or give you the starting 11 that I would like to see. Now, obviously, we haven't strengthened the goalkeeping position yet. It looks like Edouard Mendy will come in and hopefully challenge Kepa for that number 1 spot. But obviously he hasn't signed yet, so I do think Kepa will start in goal. I think he should at least be given him a chance to prove himself. It's a new season, so what happened last season, it's a clean slate, so I do think he should be given the chance to prove himself. So I would go with him in goal. Back four, obviously, our back four additions of Silva and Chilwell won't be playing tonight, so we're going to have to unfortunately go with the back four that we had for last season. So I would go with Reece James at right back. I would go with Zuma and Rudiger as the centre backs, and I would go Azpilicueta at left back. Now we know all throughout Azpilicueta's career at Chelsea, he is more than capable of playing at left back. So I would like to see him there. Moving into the midfield three, now I would like to see a 4-2-3-1 formation. Whether Frank will go with that, I don't know. But as I said, this is the team that I would like to see. So I would like to see a 4-2-3-1 formation. I would go Kante. Kovacic is suspended from the FA Cup final, which is ridiculous. But I would go with Kante, and I would go with, obviously, Billy Gilmore still injured as well. So I would go with Kante and Jorginho as the two kind of deep-lying midfielders. Then the more advanced of the midfield, the middle three, I would go with Pulisic on the left, Kai Havertz in the middle. I'm really excited for his debut. And then on the right, now obviously as I said, Ziyech is injured, he won't be playing. So I think it will most likely be Hudson-Odoi. Obviously Willian's gone to Arsenal and Pedro's gone to Roma, so they've gone. So I think it will be Hudson-Odoi on the right, and then obviously up front, another player who I'm really excited to see tonight is Timo Werner. So yeah, that's kind of the team I would like to see. My prediction for the game, now, as I said, I know Brighton have some dangerous players. I mentioned their new signings, but we also have new signings, and I think we really should be winning this game. I said it would be a difficult game, but we really should be winning this game. If we want to make a statement of intent with the signings that we've made, and if we're trying to challenge the likes of Liverpool and Manchester City for the title, I'm not going to get into title talk. It's way too early. After maybe 10 games, 5 to 10 games, we can maybe talk about it, but it's too early to talk about that. But if we want to make a statement of intent, we have to be beating teams like Brighton. So with that said, I'm going to go 2-0 Chelsea, and hopefully that comes true. So yeah, looking forward to the game, and as I said, hopefully we can start the season with 3 points. So anyway, that's all for this video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please drop it a like, subscribe if you're new around here or you enjoy the content, and I will have the review for the game out tomorrow evening, and that's a promise, definitely a promise. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you tomorrow.